like want a drink?
I got one.
Nah, like a real drink, like hold some bubbly.
Nah. Yo, dude, stop filming me. Dude, stop filming me, bro. Stop, dude. What's up, Basement Talk? We are back with a crazy episode. Kraig Smith is about to pull up. Zach is doing some weird ass shit. Kobe, tell him. Dude, that was way too low of energy.
Yeah.
You gotta be hyped as fuck. Okay, go. Ah! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Basement Talk. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah,
Today
bitch.
we got Kraig Smith. Kraig Smith is coming. He's
Kraig
about
Smith.
5 minutes away.
Woo!
We're super excited. This guy is one of the funniest comedians I think I've ever seen. But he's unbelievable. I hope you guys are liking this episode. I hope you guys are liking this dude's fit. And let's get right into this pod. Woo! Bro, you're the nicest UFC fighter in the world, dude.
Shout out Basement Talk, man.
I'm gonna bite at least 2 of your ears off. I make more than $1 million in a day sometimes. You better. My shows used to be like 2.5, 3 hours a show.
Were you guys doing it live?
I was doing it live, but I like the interaction with the internet. So I would like just work on jokes and I would bury myself in some shit I didn't believe in just to see the reaction of the audience. You know what I mean? And
Wait, give us an example. What do you mean?
So like I just would whatever you know, comedy, like a good comedian, whatever everybody else is saying, he'll say the opposite. Do you get what I'm saying? And then just to see people's reaction to see if he can justify it. You know, so I try to, because no matter what you say, you can find something to make it possibly be a factual statement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, with fallacies, like logical fallacies, you know, if how does that shit go? I can't even think. If the premises are correct but the conclusion is wrong, then that's not necessarily good logic. You know what I mean? But people don't give a fuck about good logic. They just want to be entertained.
That's it.
So you say a provocative statement, and then you just research things that can support that, and you can go all day long. You know what I'm saying?
Just connecting the dots along
Why
the
saying
way.
fuck your mom every day is good for you.
Yeah,
you can find
wait,
10
how do you
things-
justify that?
You can find 10 things that say, hey, man, you're not a man until you stand on your own, too. Your mother is holding you back. And then you can find a scientist that has
Finding
written
the
a book.
positives and the
You can
negatives.
find something, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just having fun that way. You know,
Yeah.
that's what podcasting is about. It's like a mental Disneyland.
I know. It's so fun. It's like honestly, like I look forward to it. When the cameras turn on and the mics are on, it feels good. So Kraig Smith, welcome to Basement Talk.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's have a ball.
For the viewers that don't know who you are,
Yeah.
tell them.
I'm the guy who teaches you to realize that people are full of shit and to tell them if you owe them something, that, you know, tell them to get it from God because you don't have shit for them. I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
Yeah, hell
I like
yeah.
that.
Where did this all start for you?
One day I was arguing with this bitch, right? This is probably about 10 years ago, right?
We just
No,
started.
maybe about 15 years ago, right? And this was a girl that I liked. I'm 41. I really liked her at the time. So this is more than 10
This
years
is
ago.
like why
I'm 20 at the
25.
time.
This
20.
is like your first love or no?
This is what I thought was love.
Okay.
But it just turned out to be regular sex.
I got one
that
of those too.
Yeah, just regular sex.
yeah.
Love and regular sex are two things that can be confused, but they're totally different. So Christmas came up. Now this is a woman that didn't have a father, so she was Gumby in the brain. She was like a Disney character in the brain, right? So Christmas came up, and this bitch gave me a Christmas list of 30 items. And do you believe my dumb ass bought 29 of the items? The only reason I didn't get item number 3 is because they were out of stock. So I went on this wild goose chase for these 30 fucking items. And bought them for, and she was unhappy that I didn't get all 30. And we were just arguing back and forth, and it just came out of me like God just dropped it out of heaven. And I just said, well, bitch, if I owe you something, get it from God.
And it's been
And she
his
was like,
mantra ever
what?
since.
Get it from God. I was like, yeah, bitch, if I owe you something, get it from God. And that stuck with me. And I was like, damn, that's a great saying. Get it
How
from
much
God.
like obviously your first girl, everyone's first girl, what's like the appropriate gift as like your first Christmas with your girl? Like, how
What
much
if it's
did you
like been a
spend?
week though, and you guys meet on Christmas? Like,
Yeah, like what do you spend on a girl? Like your first Christmas with a girl?
Time.
Just that's it.
Uh,
That's time.
No
deep.
like Louis bag,
Nah.
Cartier.
Less is more.
Yeah.
The more I have to do to make you happy, the more likely that you hate yourself as a woman. You want to find a woman that's just comfortable with being with you, that just fucks with you because you're a good, decent human being. Then once you establish that we're both decent human beings, then financial sacrifice comes. But that's later. You know what I'm saying? I burped, my bad. That's later. Yeah, you don't want to establish
You
things
know
that
they're
were,
worth it first.
yeah, you got to make. I mean, first of all, everybody's human, so we're all worth something. But your time is valuable. That's the only thing you can't get back. Every time you orgasm in a woman or whatever, that's fucking precious calories, and that's precious. I mean, that's
Nutrition.
time.
wait, calories.
That's 45 minutes. It takes 900 calories. to have
Damn,
sex.
that's like hella protein gone though. Like you need to supplement like some protein after that.
No, but what I'm saying is your time is valuable, her time is valuable, so you want to spend that on somebody that appreciates what you bring to the table for real.
What do you think about his fit?
The fuck, dude?
I think it's very Yugoslavian.
Yeah.
It's very,
Yugoslavia. I got people from Yugoslavia. That's
Really?
crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my
Shout out to
grandparents were from
Yugoslavia. Yeah.
What do you think about this guy's poop fit?
What poop fit? You're not rocking with the brown, dude?
Brown is cool,
Yeah,
man.
brown's
It's laid
cool.
back.
Better
It's
than looking
cool.
like a fucking walking blueberry, dude. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Fuck you, man.
Both of them are fresh, man.
Yeah.
Papa Smurf
One
over
is
here
Eastern
giving me
European
shit,
fresh, and the other one is Orange County fresh, man.
Yeah,
All
but-
you guys are fresh. I'm the one that looks.
No,
No,
you're
you're
looking
looking
fresh.
Nah, man.
You look
You know what I mean?
fresh.
How the fuck do you guys know each other?
We grew up
Damn.
together, bro.
He's my brother.
Really?
Yeah, me and him are brothers.
You got tired of him fucking all the bitches and was like, we need to talk about this on the podcast.
He's not
It's
far
facts.
off.
It's facts.
Who's older?
It's so annoying.
Who's older?
Yeah,
The
he-
shorter one is always the older one.
Boom. That's right on
Facts,
the
bro.
money.
I've never heard that.
Right on the
Yeah.
money.
That's cool.
That's
Everyone
good.
thinks
Wait.
Tyler's older
How's
Yeah.
that? Like, I didn't
because
heard
I'm the
that.
short king, bro.
What the fuck, dude?
Hey, and the girls out there watching that never see me, I'm not that short.
Nah, they're both decent young fellas,
He's like
man.
5'1" in
And then
real
Zach
life.
has known us since we were little. He
What-
lived next door.
That's dope.
We grew up in a basement.
Yep.
What's your guys' last name?
Isawolu.
Okay, so that's different because you know how a lot of times in Armenian culture the last name is spelled with like a Y.
YAN or IAN.
or IAN.
Do you know
Explain
what that
it,
means?
Tyler.
No.
Okay, no.
So Armenia is the first country to declare Christianity its national religion. So that signifies son of God. So if your name is like, give me a last name that ends that way.
Kardashian.
Kardashian. It's Kardash, son of God, or child of God. That's what that means.
Yeah, we have a Turkish last name because of that whole.
Yeah,
deal.
we have a Turkish last
You had to like
name.
change your last name,
We
right?
had to change our last name because of the whole like
The genocide.
genocide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Turks took over. Right. That's what.
Yeah.
My bad, fellas.
You
My
can
bad.
take
Yeah.
the call, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put him on the
Why
pod.
is it?
Put him on the podcast.
Yeah,
Man.
put him on
Who
the
is
call.
this?
No, we don't want to take
They
that.
will take that call.
We don't want to take the
I
call.
owe that person money.
No, God does.
That's
Where are you
hilarious.
from? Like originally, are you from California?
I'm from Pasadena.
Cool.
Pasadena, California, city of the roses.
Let's go.
And I also lived in Detroit for a while, but I went to high school in West Covina. I went to South Hills High School.
South Hill.
Shout out.
What's it like over there?
That shit is real multicultural. You know, it was like probably was like 15% black, 50%, no, like 70% white. I was an athlete. I was a hooper and shit. So all the Negroes that went to this high school were ones that could play ball really well. So I was one of those guys. But it was cool. It was a great experience and shit. It prepared me for life.
What position did you play?
I was a point guard.
You were a point guard?
Yeah, I was
You
a
moved the ball
point
good?
guard. Say it again.
You moved the ball good?
Yeah.
Could you dunk?
Yeah, I was one of those guys that could dunk pretty well.
Kyler, tell him about our bet that we had like a year ago.
man. Like, how much did we bet?
So I told
This is
Kyler,
actually
Kyler
funny.
thinks that he can jump. I know he's got no hops. I've been friends
Nah,
with him
I
since
could,
we were
I
kids. Catch him at the
Shut
Lifetime
the fuck
basketball
up,
courts.
dude.
You're gonna see him on the ground. Anyways, he thought that he could dunk. I gave him a year. I told him if you dunk in a year, I said I'd give you like $100
It
or
was
something.
it was like $50, and if I don't dunk, Or no, if I do dunk, you have to run around our neighborhood naked.
Yeah, I said I'd run.
Oh, that's crazy.
But that's how confident I was that he couldn't dunk.
Yeah, yeah.
And guess what? He didn't dunk.
Well, what's funny is 2 months into it, I'm actually getting up there. I start grabbing the rim, but then I swing back and I slam my head on the floor.
He grabbed rim one time and he fell on his ass.
That's crazy.
That sucks.
Yeah,
He
that's,
hasn't touched rim
so
ever since.
I ended up paying Zach, and he didn't get
you had
to
to run around
me.
naked?
No.
See,
If
that was
he
if I
dunked, I would have had to
dunked.
run
Oh,
around
okay,
naked.
yeah,
See, it
wow.
wasn't tangible. I threw it out there.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Where'd you guys grow up?
Orange County.
We're from here, yeah. This
So-
little
South Orange?
town called Ladera Ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bunch
It's
of
like
roundabouts.
where
and
Mission Viejo
housewives.
is. It's like more inland towards Mission Viejo.
Okay.
It's a tiny little bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we grew up over there. Well, we grew up in Lake Forest, but
It's
we
a
were
little
like
too perfect over there.
12,
honestly.
13. Yeah. It's all like, yeah, it's all white people, all walking their dogs.
That's safe, right?
It's super safe.
super
yeah.
safe.
Yeah, safety is good.
Hey, neighbor.
Walking,
champ.
you see like 20 golden retrievers driving to Starbucks in the morning.
I lived in Laguna Niguel for like 4 months.
You got a taste of it.
Yeah. it
Dude,
was
that's like
Yeah.
5 minutes away.
Yeah.
on Golden Lantern and
Yeah.
I forget the fucking cross streets,
Yeah, he
man.
knows.
It was the safest time. No liquor stores. That threw me off.
Dang, that's
no
actually crazy.
fucking liquor stores. Everybody wore sandals.
Every
Everybody, there was no
Toes
day,
out.
in the hood. If you wear sandals, niggas look at you like, "What the fuck are you wearing sandals for?" Like, what if it goes down, nigga? What if somebody starts shooting or we got to fight?
we
Why
don't
you-
have to run away from
Yeah,
anything
dude,
over
you
here.
don't
We're
give a
just
fuck
we're
about
comfortable.
sandals in Orange County, man.
Yeah, the sandals and board shorts. That's what everyone wears.
Top notch. That's where I was introduced to BJ's, the restaurant.
Yep.
Yeah, it
My
was-
sister used to work at BJ's.
yeah, and Dana Point?
Yeah.
Get a Pizookie.
Yeah, oh my
Cookie
gosh.
Oh,
Greatest time of my life. One of my classmates was half black and half white, and her father was white, and he was the gentleman that invented the workout machines that went in LA Fitness and 24-hour fitness. So we would be at her house all the time, just
Nice
stealing
pad.
shit and just eating. It wouldn't be like major shit, cookie, just
Enough
like
for them
real-
not to notice.
Yeah, it was good, man. I would raise my kids in South Orange County for sure. It's a
Yeah.
great place.
Do you have any kids?
Nah, I killed all my kids. So,
Bless up. Rest in
Father,
peace.
forgive me.
it's a lot of protein, dude.
Yeah, definitely, man. No, I didn't kill all my kids, but I don't have kids. I'm
That
looking
you know
forward
of?
to having kids.
Awesome.
That you know of? Maybe.
There's a possible.
Spend a night
There's
down
a
in
possible.
TJ, maybe.
The mother asked me for a number. I gave her a zip code. Find me, bitch.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm just joking with you, man. I don't have any
DJ's
kids.
hotline.
Oh my god. What do you think about all this? Like, I don't even know. This is kind of a weird switch, but what do you think about all the OnlyFans these days going on? These girls, dude.
Hey, man, I'm all for it. If that's what you want to do to hustle.
Did you let your
is-
chick be on OnlyFans?
Huh?
Did you let your chick be on OnlyFans?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a whore for money.
That's where the conversation always switches. It's like,
Yeah.
Some Adam 22.
it's cool, and then when it comes personal,
I
it's
mean,
like,
Adam is a genius marketer, but
Yeah, he's
he
got
lives
money.
on the edge for no reason. He's surrounded by dangerous people for no reason.
What
That's
show did he
true.
just do today? He released a show.
Bro, he released a show about
I saw something crazy
a
on
very
Twitter.
I'm not gonna call him a dangerous guy, but he's not somebody you play with. Saying he was a snitch and all types of like,
he touches on subjects that could get him in a lot of trouble.
bro, don't go down that path, dog.
No.
Adam is gonna end up.
No.
You know what
somewhere.
I heard, and I think I've said this on a pod before, or I told you guys, but I heard that any guest that comes on No Jumper has to meet up in like a parking lot about 5-10 miles away, and then they blindfold them, and then they put them in their bus or put them in their car, and then drive them to the studio.
Right.
And they actually have it fully blindfolded until they get in the studio, then they take it off, and then they're in a random location. So it's not the actual No Jumper store on Melrose.
Is that why you had that idea? I'm kidding.
We met in
Why would we
Barstow
do
and they
that for
drove me
basement
up.
talk? We're not dangerous people, bro.
I'm kidding, dude.
There were
No,
some,
but like the gang members he has on there are real. It's not play
Yeah.
around. He had like
he's
he
gotten
had-
people in trouble on the
Bro,
show.
the some of the rival gangs are gangs that have been killing each other since like the late 70s. And even some of the questions he asked some of the guys, me being a Southern California native and understanding politics, I'm like, dog, you
Stepping on toes.
It ain't worth all. It's not worth it, dog. These are the type of people that'll kill your mother. You know what I mean? It's not worth it, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely crazy. He takes his content to the next level.
How do you think he's lasted so long? I mean, I've been watching him since I was in middle school.
He was a BMX guy, right?
Yeah.
Or a bike guy.
Well,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
But I remember first watching him, and it was like he's having like these rappers from the trenches. Like I'm from the suburbs. I've never seen shit like
Yeah.
this. So I'm like, whoa, like shock value type shit.
Yeah.
And then he kind of escalated to a point where he made a name for himself, but he kind of held on to that lane still.
I think he's a genius. Do you guys know who Maury Povich is?
No.
No.
He used to be the guy that would have women come on who didn't know who the baby father was.
Oh,
and they would
Maury.
take a DNA.
Maury in the Maury show,
He's
yeah.
like the new Maury.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of see
You know
that.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Except he doesn't deal with baby mothers. He deals with like street politics, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of his. I think he's a genius. You know, if I was his friend, I would tell him to try to switch paths.
Yeah. Be careful.
You've already gained. It's not even worth the risk.
Yeah. So you had your own show.
Yeah.
How is that going now? Or are you guys still filming? Are you guys going to bring it back? 'Cause
Yes.
I've watched a couple episodes. It's really funny. You guys like roast each other, right?
Yeah, right. So it's called Kraig Facts. So I'll just give you kind of like the history of Kraig Facts. When I did Kraig Facts, I wanted to do a show with other people who didn't have a following. I wanted to kind of build organically with cats who weren't like jaded by the industry, because I wanted to use them to come up with new ideas for jokes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I used a formula, right? I used a formula in comedic writing where it outlines the 8 characters of comedy. If you look up the 8 characters of comedy, every comedy on TV has these 8 characters of comedy. The lovable loser, the idiot, the neurotic one, the smart one, the sexy one. There's 8 characters. And they write with these character archetypes because it creates conflict. So I use the formula of, hey, I don't have a script, but I can find people to be on my show who fit these character archetypes and create drama, and they wouldn't even know it. So it worked.
You got all 8.
I got more than 8. It was because I started like right when the quarantine started. So I would be getting 40, 50 calls for people because nobody had anything else to do.
And that was the best time to start a podcast.
Bro, so my shit skyrocketed. But in that process, I didn't vet people the way I would normally vet them. Because me, I'm a character guy. Even though I say wild shit, sometimes I exaggerate. I don't have low character people around me. I don't have thieves around me. I don't have people who, talk about their family. I got good character men and women around me on a daily basis. But when I put the show together, I didn't vet people the way I normally did. So the drama got kind of like crazy behind the scenes, So, but the show was magic for like 3 or 4 years.
What's something that happened behind the scenes that?
Man, just one thing that a lot of people don't understand about entertainment is like we get around the most beautiful women in the world as you start to elevate.
I know.
Bro, like it's just crazy, right?
Chill, Kyler.
So what happens is, well, in my opinion, I don't know you guys' experience, but some dudes can't handle that, dog. They get in their ego.
Start getting a big head.
They start trying to compete if she chooses you or chooses you. And now it doesn't become about the art, it becomes about your feelings. And then what happens in this business is like talent still is more valuable than anything. So motherfuckers may be watching your show and they may be laughing and maybe a star is created just because people are gravitating towards a certain person. So some people don't understand timing. If it's his time to shine, it's his time to shine. Let the motherfucker
Let him
have
roll.
at it. It'll be your time eventually.
step back.
But some people grew up and they've been coddled by women and coddled by people who haven't really made them experience life the way it needs to be experienced. And they think they can take or sabotage things and make it theirs, even if those things aren't meant to be theirs. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you deal with those types of bullshit scenarios and weird things, and it's those are the types of things I dealt with, like variations of that, where I'm like, man, first of all, I'm a comedian.
How many people did you have on your team?
So my team,
Like with your camera guy, your co-host, like the
Okay.
whole squad.
so when I first did it, the legend Brown from a group called The Far Side was like the heart of the show. You guys ever heard of The Far Side?
No.
There's what was the song? She keeps on passing me by, passing me by. I can't sing, but
Damn, Zach.
look
I
up
thought
the
you
Far
know
Side.
that.
My bad, dude.
Yeah, I know.
So he owned the studio, the dude who made that song, and he would do everything. It was live though, so it wasn't
okay.
pre-recorded. It was live. So we even it was live. So we would shoot it live. He would run it, and my show was more like a store. So I would sell music because I'm a hip hop artist. I would sell merch. I would sell tickets to my live comedy shows. I would sell tickets to my live podcast, all live while we're doing the show, you know? And then when I would go to a break, it would be a music video or it'd be an ad for a t-shirt or, you know what I'm saying? So
So
everything,
you guys were like a full live show. This
Yeah.
was no pre-recorded stuff.
it was all live.
And everyone was at home during COVID turning it on, and it
Right.
was perfect because everyone was home.
Have
We
you
had
seen
3,000-4,000.
TikTok live?
Huh?
Have you seen TikTok
Nah,
live?
I haven't. Is it dope?
Dude, people are watching people sleep.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Like-
yeah. Is TikTok monetizing videos like YouTube and Facebook?
I don't know.
Dude,
Would you
Probably not on the same
Well,
level.
these people on TikTok live, they're just literally promoting products through affiliate links. And then it'd be like, okay, guys, this 10 minutes, we're going to talk about this product. And they're making bread. Like,
Really?
it's crazy. And it's just, I mean, obviously,
Don't you have to
dead
have a
scrolling
certain
on.
amount of followers to go live anyways on TikTok?
you do 1,000, but it's
need
like
1,000.
they're promoting it like they would on someone's feed. So while you scroll, it's just
Oh, wow.
there.
Yeah.
It's popping up.
It's crazy. And people, dude, people are watching each other sleep. I'm like, what is going on? Like,
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
That is crazy.
So my motto was like, man, I'm from the trenches, bro. So I always have to have something to sell. You know what I mean? So for me, I'd rather have like a strong ass 1,000 people having my back that'll buy from me than have a million motherfuckers that just casually flip through my shit. You
Yeah.
know. So my motto is just always having something I can sell, and then also giving like game and strategy and all the problems that I've ever faced in life, all the bullshit bitches, all the bullshit that I've done, all the foul shit that I've been through and experienced. I just teach people how to beat it. And through doing that shit, people tend to buy shit and they'll pay more for it because you're really giving them something that they could take and use in their regular life.
It's
You
the
know,
quality
so-
of it.
Yeah, so that's my focus is like I don't want to mistake activity for progress and shit. Like the funny is gonna come. I fuck up so much and it failed so much that there's funny is everywhere. You know, just kind of sprinkle them with some shit that they could take and
We saw you perform in LA. What was that a couple months
oh
ago?
my God, you
And
failed
you,
that.
you,
Thanks,
you,
man.
you stood up and you changed the room, dude.
Yeah.
Man, thank
Seriously
you.
though, like not trying to like glaze you and shit.
It's all love, yeah.
Yeah, it's all love. But yeah, you stood up and you changed the room because everyone was kind of quieted out. There's a couple people that
Yeah, there was
came
like 3
on.
people ahead of you.
3 people ahead of you.
more
4
popular,
4 people
like
ahead of you.
a really popular comedian, even like
Yeah, the
was
headliner
roasting the
shit
crowd
the
and kind of
bed.
walked
The
out.
the headline guy was like
We have to
funny.
name him, but
Everyone
he's
laughed
being a
because
jack.
maybe he has more followers and stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
you stood up there. You
Hey,
did
it goes back
amazing.
to your topic too, quality over quantity
yeah,
type
so,
of thing, you know?
No, you were great, bro. You
Man,
were
I
really
appreciate
funny.
it, dog, for
yeah.
real.
Yeah, that was really cool. But back to your show, do you think you guys would start it back up again?
I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely looking to start it back. I've been on a break for like 2.5 months, so I'm ready to come back. You know what I mean? But I'll probably change the formula a little bit, but it won't be a room full of cats. But you know, I take it on the road and do it live in front of audiences, and they really fuck with that format. So you guys gotta rent venues and do this shit live. You know?
Yeah, that would be awesome. That's something we talked about.
Yeah. So I've done it. It works. You know. So yeah. So I want to get more. You know, get out there and do it live, and then kind of mess with cats like you. Diversify, man. I'm Black, Irish, and Indian. You know what I'm saying? I'm mixed, man. My great grandmother, when she died, she had Alzheimer's and she forgot she had black grandkids. She would call the police on us and call us niggers and shit like that because she forgot who we were. You know what I mean? So my life experience is real.
You got a cool point of view.
Yeah, for real. So, but being in front of the people is where it's at, bro. It's trust me.
That's where it's
That's
at.
where y'all want to get to, man. Being in front of audiences, doing this shit in front of 500-600 people, which is possible, and then that shit'll pay for all this shit too.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the way to go about it is the natural grind of it. And going on that topic, I was going to ask you what you thought about the Cat Williams podcast with Shannon Sharp that just came out and wild
Man.
shit he's saying.
I didn't
Man.
see that.
It was
It was eye opening.
yeah. So, Cat Williams is a genius, right?
Yeah.
But that whole entire rant is what you call a Texas shooter fallacy. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Okay,
explain,
so in fallacies, there's 19 different fallacies, maybe more. A Texas shooter fallacy is when somebody throws a bunch of provocative shit at a board, or takes a gun and shoots a bunch of provocative things at a wall. So there's all these holes in the wall, right? And some of these things are true statements, right? And they shoot all these holes in the wall, and then they go to the wall with a paintbrush or a pen, and they draw a target around the holes to make it look like they're accurate. But if you're really accurate, the target is there before you start shooting, and then you shoot at the target. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's a Texas shooter fallacy. He said a bunch of provocative, dope ass shit, and then he painted a bullseye to make it seem like he was on point. But he wasn't really on point. He was maybe like 60 to 70% on point. He was very accurate with talking about people stealing jokes, because that's something that happens in this business. But some of the other things, it wasn't enough accountability for me. You know, there's a scripture in the Bible, and I'm not even fucking in the church like that, but there's a scripture that says, why talk about the dust in another man's eyes, but ignore the plank in your own eyes? You know what I'm saying? So for me as a comedian, I can't just be talking about other motherfuckers and what they're doing wrong and never be like, well, talk about the shit I did. You know what I mean? So that's the part I didn't like.
Yeah, so he's kind of like saying a lot of like shock value type of stuff to get the reaction, and some of it might be true, but he's not in a place to say some of those things.
Well, here's the thing. He is in a place to say those things because he's a legend, one of the greatest comedians ever. But I just don't think, and I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like with a lot of black comedians, they're quick to throw other niggas under the bus.
They're salty.
They don't say
about it.
shit about white boys or shit about Chinese dudes. But they'll,
because they're thinking that's their competition type of thing, probably.
Anybody that competes is whack.
In the comedy game?
Yeah,
In life
throw it
in
out there,
general,
too.
dog. I mean, I get if you play sports and shit, but there's no competition between us, bro. You do what you do to the best of your ability. I do what I do, and let the chips fall where they may. If your shit makes more money or is bigger than mine, that just means you're good at what you do. That doesn't make you better as a human being. That just makes you better at that thing, or you got better results. But every dog has his fucking day, bro. So why compete with the next man when you could just focus and okay, if you do something better than me, I learn, I ask questions, I pay homage, I pay respect, and then I use whatever you got to try to improve what I got going on and keep going. And then if I get ahead of you, then you come to me and we just keep exchanging information until we all bubble. We may not all bubble, but at least we can be good human beings in the process. You know what I mean?
100%. Would you put on a dress for a deal, though?
No.
Who did that? Who did that?
Was it Marlon?
Shit, a lot of black. Here's the thing.
Put on a dress?
Well, that was part of his rant. Was like, these motherfuckers had to put on a dress for them to get on, type of thing. Like,
But see, I think that's metaphoric though.
Yeah.
Because somebody's dress could be coke, somebody's dress could be heroin, somebody's dress could be cheating on your wife. I really think it's about compromise. Like, are you willing to compromise your morals as a man
to get where
if
you
you're
want to
a
go?
gay dude and you already cross-dressed, putting on a dress is nothing to you. You know what I mean? So I just think it all depends on, it's just a metaphor for what are you willing to sacrifice to be successful.
Yeah. How many shows are you ripping a week now?
So right now I'm chilling.
Yeah.
When I'm on, I'll probably do 15, 20 shows a week. But I'm gonna start working on a special, so I'm in the data stage where I'm just doing a lot of research, stepping away from comedy to get my mind fresh. I'm working on a special called Get It From God. If I owe you something, get it from God. So I'm just doing a lot of research, gaining data, and then for 9 months out of the year, I'll be hitting stages trying to figure out what the fuck I'm saying in the special,
So you practice what you're gonna do for the special on the stage?
For sure.
And how many times have you gone on stage and completely bombed? Or do you
shoot, man, I bombed.
What's a time that you remember?
Okay, so during the quarantine, I was just podcasting, I wasn't getting up. And I did this show at Baron Davis's compound, who's a friend of mine, the basketball player Baron Davis. And it was a lot of people there. It was 600-700 people there. But and they were all. It was a different type of audience. They weren't drinking alcohol. They were smoking weed.
Okay.
And it was a lot of older cats there. A lot of older Jewish cats. A lot of older Italian cats. A lot of older women. It was like the elite type of crowd.
Illuminati.
And none of my shit worked. And I just took it on the chin. You know, it happens to every comedian. One of my favorite comedians, Bill Burr, there's a fucking video of him in Philly bombing in front of 20,000, and he just started ripping the audience. You know what I mean? So you just got to take what you can. Whenever you're working on new material, it might not go over. You know, sometimes you got to do one joke like 100 times. This is the game.
You get it right.
Comedy is more like golf. You know, it's not like boxing. Like, you're not looking to knock shit out the park. You really got to get out there and work on your fucking game. You can't cheat the process to being dope. I know some people make it look easy. You know, like me, them jokes I was doing that night were newer. I had worked them a few times. CP, when you seen him, he had been working that set for a while. Like, that should be, you know, 6-7 months in progress just to get it to where it is there. But then if you see me again in 6 more months, it'll be completely different. You'll be like, damn, I remember part of that joke, but where did the other 5 minutes come from? You know, so you just keep growing and keep getting up.
What about the comedy in the East Coast? Do you think it compares with the West Coast?
Well, here's the thing, like, you know, everything we do here has an East Coast bias. By the time we get up in the morning, they've already been up for 3 hours, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a lot grittier, you know, us being from the West. What East Coast people don't like about us comedically and in life is we're laid back. But for the most part, what they have is more times to get on stage. Because, like, I can leave my house if I'm in New York at 12 midnight and do 4 or 5 shows after midnight. Where in LA, shit is shutting down at midnight. You know, shows are from maybe 8 to 12, you know. So that's the difference. It's just there's a comedy club on every corner. Ooh, shit, I burped again. They know comedy.
Yeah.
They don't really give a fuck that you've been in movies and shit. You got to be funny. And but that's
Do they steal your guys' jokes?
all the time. Not East Coast comedians, but bigger comedians steal your shit. Shit, writers in movies steal our jokes.
How annoying is that for a guy that's like just starting comedy and he's been in a movie?
Yeah.
And he takes one of your jokes. That's just annoying, right?
I haven't had it that way, but I'm gonna tell you the sneakier way that they do it is like a lot of these writers that write for TV, that write for film, that write for bigger comedians, they go back and they go in the comedy clubs, they tuck in the back and they put that recorder on or they write your shit down. And since they're already signed at Disney or HBO, they'll take your shit and pitch it. And you can't do shit
When it's on
about it.
HBO, you can't sue HBO.
You can't
they
do
have
shit
a
about
freaking
it.
team behind them.
You just got to keep working.
Yeah.
Hey guys, yes, I'm on a private jet, and none of this would be possible without our sponsor, Zill Media. If you need any social media or any content done, or even start a podcast like ours, they are the best in the business. Go to zillmedia.com and mention Basement Talk for a discount on their services. Now let's get back to the episode. Let's get off this fake jet.
Go get back to the episode.
Are there some shows that like take phones?
Yeah.
I never
like Dave
thought about
Chappelle,
that.
they're gonna do that at a Chappelle show. But where I'm at, the level I'm at, like I got a little bit of clout, but nothing crazy. So you just got to take it on the chin. Like me, I had a domino show called Roast Dominoes, where it's comedians playing dominoes, but we're roasting each other and talking shit. But it's like a league, like almost like World Series of Poker.
Oh, with
so
dominoes?
I put that show out like 4 years ago.
Sick.
Oh, that's funny.
I put that shit out like 4 years ago, and then like 2 years ago, Jamon Green put out a domino show.
Jamon.
I won't say his real name. Gaymon.
Jamon.
No, I got love for him though. He put out a show with basketball players and celebrities playing dominoes and talking. Have you seen
Oh
that show?
yeah, Justin Bieber did it.
That's my show, right? But I can't complain about it. You know, I
I
can't.
remember that, dude.
Yeah, that's my.
Do you think he came up with that though, or someone else?
A producer around
Yeah.
him. was
Somebody
like,
on his team saw your shit and was
yeah,
like, hey,
so-
I got an idea.
But I don't take it personal. I would work with the person who did it.
They got no sauce.
It just
though.
is what it is.
It's
dog.
a compliment.
It's a compliment. You just take it on the chin and keep it pushing. It's not. I don't think that they were like, oh, let me fuck his day up, or no. It was like there are only so many dudes out here who have really good ideas. There are only so many of us. You know what I mean? So so you have to put yourself in a position where people have to pay you for your ideas. That's all.
What do you think about the comedy scene in Texas right now?
That shit is dope. What Joe Rogan is doing.
Yeah,
I mean, I love Joe Rogan. I got a good friend of mine who's in Texas winning out there. You know, David Lucas.
Oh, yeah.
And another good friend of mine, Jamar Neighbors, just moved out there.
That's sick.
So
Was
they've been-
David ever on your show?
Oh yeah, he's been on my show.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
he's been on my show.
He's a good roaster too.
Yeah, he's top notch. And then, so they've been trying to get me to move out there.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, so but I think what's going on in Hollywood is dope, and I think the even crazier thing about it is like, you know, Republicans have kind of funded that for Joe because he got a lot of his money from the
100%.
NRA or something like that. So I think that's interesting because Hollywood is mostly like Democratic and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's definitely some competition going on between the two scenes
Yeah,
right now.
and that scene is actually doper. You know, so I think subcultures are great. Hip hop is
Yeah.
a subculture. You know what I mean? So I love
100%.
subculture. I love people who create things because they weren't given opportunity. Because it's
Yeah.
always doper than the thing they were rejected from. You know
Might
what I
have
mean?
started here, but it's been innovated here and here and here.
Yep. So you know, I definitely got to find a way to go be a part of that. I think it's
Yeah.
super dope.
That'd
And
be
that
awesome.
live like type of comedy show you're talking about, like that Kill Tony vibe too. Like
Top
it's
notch.
killing.
Super dope, man. So yeah, I support it 100%.
What would you say to like a young comedian starting up?
The first bit of advice is stay away from groups of people. You know, like be social, make friends and shit, but comedy is a solo journey, dog. You got to find your voice. You got to find who you are. Everybody has a different path and shit. So what may make other people uncomfortable may not make you uncomfortable at all. You know, for me, I'd say wild shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's not because I'm trying to say wild shit. I'm speaking in my father's voice. My father, Smitty, is a wild nigga. Excuse my language, beep that out. He's wild, you know what I'm saying? He does crazy shit. So I grew up watching him go to work every day and do crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's my voice. But to the average Joe, they may think what I'm saying is far-fetched and who the fuck says that and there's no way. But no, this is regular shit how I grew up, you know?
Yeah.
So just find your voice, be comfortable with it. Research everything from fucking psychology, sociology to, you know, tighten up on your grammar. Study those who take all those disciplines serious and use everything for the greater good. Don't try to be a comedian, you know, try to be understood. Find what makes you different and try to say things to get people to understand, you know, those differences, you know what I'm saying? So
What's the main difference between an Instagram, TikTok comedian and a real comedian?
there's no difference.
There's no difference.
Here's the thing, man, because I'm in the in-between generation, right? So, you know, the 90s comics, I grew up on them. And then the internet came out when I was in high school or before I got to my freshman year of high school and became really popular when I became an adult. The only difference is stage time. Don't listen to these bitter-ass old comedians saying that internet comics aren't funny.
Yeah, Zach.
Fuck them comedians. I mean, the comedians that say the regular
Yeah.
people, I get why you guys say it, but just find out what the fuck you want to tell the world. Once you figure it out, get your ass off the internet and get on the stage and figure it out. That's the problem too. Is they don't want to be uncomfortable, possibly bombing and figuring out what the fuck they are as a comedian. As long as you get on that stage consistently, to me, you're a comic. But you got to get on the stage.
Gotta respect the stage.
You gotta
time.
have that stage time.
It's different, bro.
It's like
Yeah.
getting your licks in.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you ever get super nervous before certain shows?
Yeah, yeah. Not like nervous, like how could I explain this? Like
Excitement?
Yeah, it's excitement, but it's like, damn, okay. More like, how am I gonna do this? Not can I do it, but how am I gonna get to this joke? Or like you'll have a set list written down, and then you look up 15 minutes in, and you haven't done shit that you wrote down, like in the order. It'll be all out of order. So it's just getting comfortable with like just practicing so much that when you get up there, you're comfortable of shit happening anyway.
When you walk into like a venue and you see like thousands of people, do you sometimes switch up your jokes completely before you walk on? Because you gauge the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Does that help then going in like 2-3 sets in?
Yeah, like if you come on stage and there's a woman with her titties out,
Yeah.
you have to talk about this.
Yes, that's facts.
Because if you don't, you're going to be a fraud to the audience. So you always have to confront the
They
obvious.
can't see it though. Only if she's in the front.
No, bro. Everyone will notice.
Yeah, but look at this bitch with her titties out. This is crazy, titty woman. Like, what is your name? You have to.
Yeah.
And are you pretty like frequent with your crowd work and stuff?
Yeah. I love crowd work. 'Cause
Okay,
I like
so
roasting my
say us three are sitting front row and Kyler's dressed exactly how he's dressed and he chirps you. What's the first thing coming out of your mouth?
Oh, you said he does what?
And he chirps you mid joke. He goes lame joke. Says whatever.
Man, I said, man, what are you guys in a relationship? Where's the woman? How is it 3 guys and no woman? And I just would just go until I figured it out. But before I'm done, we're friends.
Before.
Yeah, because because somebody heckling me, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Now when it's
Sometimes
time to be quiet, like if I kill you off for 5 minutes and you're still just kind of like being belligerent,
Then it's annoying.
yeah, I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna have to get you kicked out of here, man. We had our interaction. Now shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Have there been times like that?
Yeah, for sure. I remember this one gay dude. So I had this joke I was working on. It was my first time doing a joke. It wasn't funny, but it was okay. I was trying to figure it out. And I was talking about how I like 6s. I like a woman that is not great looking. You know
Preaching
what I mean?
to the choir right here.
Why?
Yeah, we're the same. Because they're
Yeah, no, facts.
Dap 'em
facts.
up.
I mean, yeah, I fell in love with like a 6 last week,
Hey,
bro.
why not?
She was actually like a 4.
yeah, I like regular looking women because they
Yeah.
work harder. You know, a regular looking woman is all about the fucking work. Like if you marry a regular looking woman, she'll fuck around and show up to the wedding in her work clothes. You know what I mean? Like, right? So I'm just
blazer.
working on the joke, right?
Yeah.
I'm just working. I don't even know. So this gay dude yells from the audience, "You're the only regular looking bitch in here," right? And I started laughing. I'm like, "Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna keep that," right? So and then I try to get back into the joke. And then he says it again. "You're the only regular looking bitch in here." And I say, "Hey man, I get it, bro."
Now it's getting weird.
It was good the
Like,
first
Yeah, I
time.
said, "Hey dog," I said, "This is a joke, dog."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not like personal, man. Just
So
let
take
me
it.
work on my shit, please. And I try to talk again. "You're the only regular." Then as soon as
Is he
got-
hitting on you?
I don't know. But then I was like, then I said, "Listen, punk."
Oh shit.
I call him a punk.
Dang.
Man, I will fuck you up, man.
He grabbed his purse.
And then the bouncer came. And then he walked him out. But I almost lost my cool because it's like, hey, dog, you know how many miles I drove to get
Yeah,
here to work
yeah.
on this joke? I don't need you in here, you know. So then that same dude, the next day, tried to post on the internet that I was gay bashing him and took a clip of the video when I was calling him a punk. And
Is that why you gay bashed him on here?
so a friend of mine that is gay, that's a comedian, saw the video clip and he posted it and he did like a side by side. He's like, "I watched the video. Kraig is not gay bashing.
Yeah.
This guy is being very disrespectful. In the world of comedy, it's cool to interact with a comedian, but when they say chill out, you're supposed to chill out." So, you know, I stand with Kraig on this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it could have been a bad situation, you know what I mean? But, you know.
He had a whole march in front of his house.
Yeah, hey, bro. I love everybody.
Everybody.
I'm actually curious because I find myself struggling on this podcast sometimes with it when I
Being
get
gay?
too much. No, you fucking no. When I get too much in my head, that's
Yeah.
when I struggle the most. And when you're on stage and you're thinking a lot about a lot of different things, does that ever mess you up?
Sometimes. You know, what you just can't be scared of silence and shit. You know, I think sometimes we just feel like we got to fill the space. You know, rhythm is everything. So you can create rhythm in silence and shit. So if you don't really feel like you have nothing to say, just feel comfortable just chilling. Like, don't feel like you gotta push it. You know what I'm saying? It'll whatever you are meant to say, it'll find you and shit. I know that shit sounds corny.
No, it's
but
true.
But it'll find you. You know what I mean? So just don't force it and shit. Like, shit.
It's definitely been times like that on here where it's like that, where
Oh,
I
we
just
yeah,
feel
right
the
there.
fill the
Silent.
space with like the quiet space with something, and it's like
don't even worry
you're
about
right.
this.
Like a
Just let
commercial.
it flow, man.
Hey, when I first started doing my podcast, I was taking edibles like crazy, drinking. That's how I was trying to fill the space. And I went back and was watching shows. There would be like 5 minutes where I wouldn't be saying shit.
Yeah.
I'd be high. I couldn't remember what I just said. You know what I mean? Just don't be scared
Too
to be
much
vulnerable
space.
and shit, dog. You know what I mean? Just let that shit go. Because 9 times out of 10, most men are going to let their ego win. And they're scared of vulnerability. and they try to take the macho way out by trying to act like they or have something when they really don't. Don't just chill out.
Tell us about your
yourself.
hip hop. You
Man.
you rap, you freestyle, you sing. What do you do?
So before I was a comedian, I was just a rapper and shit. And I go by Chill Withers, like Bill Withers, but Chill Withers, And so
Fuck with that. That's pimp.
He's a rapper too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rap.
Might need a rap battle right now.
Oh, hey. So during the quarantine, I released 4 albums. Chill Withers, The Chill Never Withers, Chill Withers Cluster B, and then this last one I'm gonna release called Chill Withers, The Disrespect.
Damn.
So yeah, man, I've been rhyming since I was a kid, and that's kind of how I got into stand-up. Because I did a show one time and there was nobody there. It was probably like 10 people.
Yeah.
So I just got drunk and roasted the audience and didn't do one fucking song. And then that's how I started doing stand-up comedy. You know what I
that's
mean?
fire.
Hell yeah. So, but yeah, Chill Withers is what I go by. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole separate thing than D. Kraig Smith. And the shit, I just love that shit. I love rhyming and shit,
Can you still like freestyle?
Yeah, I can freestyle a little bit. You know what I mean? It ain't something I do daily like I used to, but I can freestyle.
How much does like rapping and freestyling help you with being quick on your feet and like
Oh,
comedy?
it's everything. It's the
Yeah.
secret. It's the secret sauce that people don't know about. Because before, I've been doing stand up since 08, 09. So I already had a voice as a writer. So when I started telling jokes, I started to ascend faster because I already knew how to write.
Yeah.
You know what
and
I
that's
mean?
the hardest part is translating your thoughts into words.
Yep. So for me, it's like, that just shit just helped me with writing, just being fearless, saying wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
Being one step ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say one step ahead, but right where I need to be. You know what I mean? So, that influences all my jokes for sure.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
She had 10, but she got bad breath. What are you doing?
Well, shit, man. I'm buying her a toothbrush. I'm buying her a fucking toothbrush.
Pretty simple answer.
Put down that list.
Nah, but it doesn't fix it. Like,
Well, look, mint is not the fix for bad breath. Bad breath is a fucking disease, bitch. Go buy some hydrogen peroxide. Start gargling with
Burn them
medical
bitches.
shit. you
Burn
know?
them bitches.
Yeah, man. The mint is not. Come on, man. You know what bad breath is?
oh man,
a
I think a
nasty
burp's
look
worse
on
than a
your face.
fart.
Yeah, burp is fucking, man. You know how fucking filthy the mouth is?
Oh, fuck.
Bad breath is blood and fucking plaque and dead animal carcass residue.
She can't
that
even be.
didn't make it out
I don't
your
think
mouth.
it's possible at that point. She can't be a 10 with bad breath then.
Nah,
Nah,
man.
but she's 10. Like, it's not a 10. Then it ain't for you.
Not with
You
Gator
can't be a
mouth, bro.
10 with low gene. You know what low gene is?
What's low gene?
Low gene is low hygiene. You got
Yeah,
hygiene,
low
you got
gene.
low gene.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You can't be a
gene.
10
She's a
with low
10, but you
gene.
can't see
What's
the floor
your
in her
like?
room.
You go out to bars or you go to clubs or like what's your
What's your scene?
Yeah, what's
When
your
you're just
scene?
chilling?
I be at the comedy club.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I be at the comedy clubs. I play a lot of chess.
Oh, we might have to play after, dude.
Let's do it. Russian roulette and shit. I drive to Tijuana. And,
Just go crazy. No.
Yeah, man. So a lot of chess, a lot of shit, just writing. I'm a nerd. I like, I fuck with Andrew Huberman tough. You guys know who Andrew Huberman is?
Yes.
Yeah, I watch a lot of his lectures, read a lot of his.
Did you watch his David Goggins one?
I haven't watched. David Goggins is a fucking weirdo.
Whoa.
Okay, go into
Why
that.
though?
Could you carry the boats?
No, I respect his work ethic. He just gets pumped. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I think
It's a hot take.
He's like too hyped, like
he's
too
just-
masculine.
I don't know, man. Dad, I don't
I think he
believe
has
him sometimes.
You don't believe-
I think he does have a lot of ego in his like hard work where it's a little too much. It's like, dude.
But he's dope. But it's
He
not,
is, he is.
that's not gonna work for everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
everybody's gonna. It's not believable to everybody.
Yeah, it's not. But I mean, he deserves to be listened to. He's a motivational guy. But I really fuck with Andrew Huberman's take on like neurotransmitters. I really enjoy his take on fucking light stimulants. On how being exposed to artificial light is one of the reasons why human beings are so off balance.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Does that have to do with like the Earth stuff too?
Right. Well, we have circadian rhythms, and when the sun goes down, we're technically supposed to be asleep as well. But what happens when the sun goes down, naturally our body will produce melatonin, which makes us calm down and go to sleep. But when the body produces melatonin and then we cut on an artificial light like these lights, now it kind of throws our balance off because now the body starts to produce serotonin, and having an abundance of serotonin and melatonin in the system at the same time can really fuck with your decision making and fucking the things, the decisions you make. You know what I mean? So I fuck with a study on that.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I'd seen a thing where, I don't know if it was Andrew Huberman, it might have been, but where a guy took a copper wire and he put it outside his house, like into the ground, and then put the copper wire on his bed, and he had like a wood bed or something, and apparently he slept like 10 times better or something.
Oh, wow.
It's like connected to like the ground or whatever.
That's bullshit.
Damn, dude.
That is that's a placebo.
Placebo shit?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know. I think so. How many nights did he test that?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I saw it on Instagram.
That's
Probably
crazy,
fake.
dude.
No, but the dude fucking, I think Andrew Huberman is one of the dopest dudes. I fuck with, so I did an album about cluster B personality disorders. Are you guys familiar with that?
No.
So I watch a lot of shit pertaining to that. Like cluster B has like narcissism, antisocial behavior disorder, borderline personality behavior disorder, and histrionic. So these are all personality disorders that people have that fucking fuck up human interactions, and a lot of people don't know about them. And in entertainment, these people are everywhere, like narcissists. So I watch a lot of studies on that shit too, because that's some very interesting shit as well. I don't know if you guys fuck with that, but that's some next level
interesting.
Like
I never
able to
see
read
anything on it,
personalities and
but
shit.
Huh?
Being able to like read personalities and stuff like that, like character traits or
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Because sometimes you think like when somebody is like a rumor starter or a troublemaker, sometimes you think that the person is just a fucked up individual by choice. But some people are fucked up because of trauma. And some of the things that they do are coping mechanisms that they had to adapt into their life to survive, to get to the point where they are to fuck with you. So sometimes we as humans could be a little bit like, what's the word? We could lack empathy for people like this because we just think they're fucked up individuals. The chick that's always whining and complaining. Like this bitch has she has daddy issues because her father neglected her. We just think it's a whiny bitch, but this is a bitch that actually is you know what I mean? Or the homie that steals when he doesn't have to. We think
he's fucked up.
We think he's just a fucked up guy, but he grew up in foster care. He never met his parents. You know what I'm saying? Or so learning about shit like that helped me.
Understanding.
Just being more empathetic to people, man. Because I grew up fighting and shit. You know what I mean? So I would be quick to knock somebody out back in the day. You know what I mean? So it just helped me understand people better. And as you guys grow in your podcast, you're gonna deal with different types of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And you're
Oh,
gonna get weirded out by some shit, dog. Some shit's gonna happen where when you put it together, you're gonna be like, this motherfucker is wow. And how and when you get surrounded by more wow, you gotta know how to deal with it. Because it's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers that they look normal. They look normal, dog.
like crazy as fuck.
Hey, dog. So you got to be prepared for that because the work that you put in doing this shit, most people don't have the discipline to do it. So as you start to reap the benefits from it, there are people who want you to do the work and then they want to come in and benefit from it later.
They're gonna find their way to sneak
And people
in there.
who are like that's an issue too.
Mm-hmm.
There's something wrong with people like that who feel like they should be able to capitalize off of your work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's psychotic.
Very true. I
That's
mean,
so true.
I've dealt with that in small ways. Luckily, I mean, we haven't dealt with any guests yet doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone's been pretty chill so far, but
Yeah.
like I can see that.
sociopaths.
I mean, you never know with some
Yeah.
people. Like we could be sitting here one day and someone's saying some crazy shit, and we're like, what do we do?
I've had moments like that when I was working at the Audi. I used to work at the dealership with Kobe, and I was a porter, so like I'd move all the cars and stuff.
You said with Kobe?
Yeah, this is Kobe. Right
Oh,
here.
I thought you were talking about Kobe
No.
Bryant. I'm like,
Rest in peace.
Kobe was selling cars on the low.
Yeah. He's slinging whips.
Low-key.
He was out of contract with the Lakers.
Kobe.
So you had some wild shit happen?
Yeah, so I'm going to pull out this guy's car, and we have like a pretty tight lot with like new cars in the lot. So usually I'll like, if it's an older lady or like a gentleman or whatever, I'll be like, would you like me to pull your car out for you? Like I'll back it out of like the lot. And I asked this one guy, and he's like probably like 6'4", 6'5", pale white guy, looked like Ted Bundy, like had that vibe type
Murderer
of thing.
look.
Yeah, flannel on, like hole in the wife beater under, like that type of vibe. Those like work boots, whatever. And I'm like, do you need me to pull it out for you? He goes, what, do I look disabled? And gives me like the crazy eyes, like he's gonna strangle me, right? And I was like, no, like some people just prefer that. And he goes to get in his car and he looks at me and he's like, whoever asked you to do that, those are the type of people we should get rid of.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, ha ha ha, that's not good. And he looked he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, that's natural selection, and drove off.
Oh yeah, you should have called the police.
You never saw him again?
I said a little prayer and then I was scared, bro. I thought I was gonna get
I'm gonna
killed
try
for
to
like
sell
a
him a
week.
car.
Yeah, this guy's trying
What
to get
about the friend that always tries to fuck your ex-girlfriends?
We've
Why are
ta-
you looking at me?
No,
bro?
because how many times have we talked about like that's
That's
like
happened to me,
it's
bro.
the worst trait to have in a
There's
fucking
something
friend.
wrong with that. That guy wants to fuck you.
Fuck, I don't know. I hope not.
Any guy that
We
is
know a
always
guy that-
trying
That's
to-
Yeah.
happened to me a couple
Yeah.
times, man.
No, yeah,
Those are the types of things I'm talking about. What you're talking about, that's a psycho.
yeah.
When we talk about narcissism, there's a thing called narcissistic mirroring, where you have these guys out here, right? So we'll get deep as fuck.
Let's do it.
So you have these guys who, when they're children, they're neglected. Right? As kids, we get our personalities from our parents, our aunties and uncles, like people we fucking look up to that love us.
Yeah.
Right? So, and you being Armenian, you know this. Family's everything.
Yep.
Right? So when you come up, this is where you get your identity. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're a little bit of your mom, you're a little bit of your dad, you're a little bit of your uncle. But there are people who never got that. So the warm feeling we feel when we connect and we bond as men and we share our lives and we genuinely help each other, these are things that we get renewed from, that we feel good about when we help motherfuckers we love, right? Commonality and shit, right? With people who didn't experience that, they don't view commonality as a way to connect with a motherfucker. They view it as a way to get what they want from you. So these types of people will create a false personality to match you, your brother, your homie.
But that's not really them.
That's not really them. They're just being what they need to be to get what they want from you. These are the types of games and the types of motherfuckers that you have to be aware of in the shit that we do. Because you get the greatest motherfuckers on the planet at this. You get actors. You get people move from all over the fucking world to live where we grow up. And they become a whole nother motherfucker to try to get what they want from people in that space. And that's what you have to teach yourself to navigate. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Because these people want to know everything about you, but they don't tell you shit about themselves. They'll know where your mother's from, where you went to high school, your ex-girlfriend's name. You look up 10 years and you don't know shit about this motherfucker. These are the types of people that
That's
are on
crazy.
the
That is
cluster
so
B.
true, bro.
Do you think they're doing it consciously?
It's a little bit of both. You got to remember, like,
They have no choice.
Yeah, because if that's
Right?
how they've lived their
Yeah.
lives and
That's
that's
how
how
they
they handle all
survive.
their
Yeah, that's how they
relationships, and
survive.
that's what
so you
they're
got to be
used to.
aware, dog. You have
That's
to be aware
scary,
because
though.
you have to. And the easiest way for you to navigate these types of people is boundaries. People who are unhealthy do not like when you set boundaries for them. If you say, "Hey, bro, Kraig, you can come shoot your podcast here, but my guy has to be here from 7 to 9:30, and I'm always showing up at 9:15."
Yeah.
And it's causing you issues. And I'm just like, your issues don't even mean, oh, you're tripping, bro. It's just 9:15. So boundaries are what these types of people can't handle because it's all about what they want. Fuck what you got going on. Fuck what you pay for your lease in here, your relationship you built with your boy, homeboy that left, the bond you got. Fuck all the plans you guys made. It's about what the fuck I want to do. This is my shit now. And they're not going to say it like that. They're just going to do things. So you got to be
They'll
man.
sprinkle it in over time.
You got to be man or woman enough to be like, hey, wait, hold on, dog. Hey, let me bring you to this. If you do this one more time, it's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, you let people like that stay around, that shit gonna get worse, dog. Them is the type of motherfuckers.
They'll step all over
you. Start having kids, and you go to the store, and he's crawling in your daughter's bedroom window. That's how, bro. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
But you got to remember that shit. To get to that point, it has to start somewhere.
Fuck.
You give them an inch, they take a mile.
So the people
Yeah,
who are
exactly.
fucking your ex-girlfriends and shit, that's like where you're
Well, specifically,
Kyler's like, I'm cutting everybody off.
not like, hey, we hang out. I meet your ex. I smash. Then we talk. Oh, you used to fuck with suit. Not them people.
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about dudes who are specifically.
They knew you with that shit.
Right. They're aiming to replace you. Because, like I told you, bro, some people, like, you do the work and I come in and push you out the way and take the glory.
Yeah.
There are some people who live their life by this shit and they're successful.
And everything they've gotten has come from that type of formula. 100%. No?
people don't want to
100%.
Yeah.
people don't want to work hard, dude. They just want to take shit.
Bro, that's when you set a boundary. You keep decent people around you. You ain't got shit to worry about, but you can't be scared to set a boundary because what's going to happen is those type of people are going to remove themselves from you.
Yeah.
And you got to be comfortable with the fact that maybe Paul isn't as cool as I thought he was.
Oh, Paul.
Do you feel what I'm saying? Or whatever his fucking name is,
Yeah,
or her
fuck
name is.
that guy.
You got to be comfortable with them getting up and walking out because you're saying, hey, you can't drink no more when we're on air because you get belligerent, dog. And it's no disrespect to you. You know, because some people view a boundary as personal disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm not disrespecting you. This is just for this to work. We can't do that.
Well,
Now,
that's the most true part is like when you do give them that confrontation or like even give them a little bit of like, hey, we can't be doing this thing. They push back super hard because they know deep down they're being wrong, but they're trying to hold steady to like that personality they have.
But see, here's the thing though. I agree. If they're normal, they know because we all fuck up. Normal people fuck up. So, but there are signs you can look at when you set a boundary. If somebody's normal or not, you could look at maybe I'm not dealing with a regular motherfucker. When you check them or you set a boundary, if they start working on your reputation with people around you, saying little shit to try to turn other motherfuckers against you because they don't like how you talk to them, these are motherfuckers you got.
They're planning to switch.
That's why you guys got to stay solid and always communicate because there's going to be somebody. Trust me.
We've dealt with it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've
so
had
you
them
already know.
You're telling a story we've dealt with.
You're giving us
you know-
PTSD over here.
Don't put hands on them. Don't stoop to their level because they're sick motherfuckers. So anything that you do that's on their level is your fault. You just gotta totally get rid of them, dog.
And in situations like that too, you realize who the real ones are because it's going to be the ones who hold it down.
Most definitely, dog.
We started out in here, bro, with like on some like no camera shit.
Yeah,
you know?
we started with an iPhone
We had
in
a
the basement, bro.
We started with an iPhone in the basement, no camera, no studio, nothing. We were just in the basement.
We're
and I
partying
don't
in the
even know-
basement every night. We want to start talking in
They
the
want to
basement.
start talking,
you know?
and this is kind of how our journey's gone. And we've had we've rolled deep, dude. We had a big squad, and it's slimmed down to kind of
Me too.
Yeah.
us four, bro.
Yeah.
And we got Roger now
Yeah,
on
we
the
got
team.
shout out
So
Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell
like
yeah.
we had a big team though. We had a big we would roll in a little deeper than we are now. So we had some instances come up.
But you sift through the personalities and you see
Yeah.
who's down.
It's
and
a
who's
lot
not.
about respect too. When you're doing all this fucking hard work, you're working your fucking ass off, and then people don't respect it and they want to step on you like you're talking about. Oh man, that is probably the most disgusting shit someone can do, and it pisses me off.
Bro, I'm with you 100% because it's like, first of all, this isn't about how you don't like the way I'm talking to you?
Yeah.
Bro, do you know what the fuck you did?
Yeah. This can happen.
100%.
This can happen in multiple things.
Yeah.
It's
Any
not
area
just a
of
show,
business,
any area of
anything,
business,
dude. Friendships.
any area of anything. I'm sure all you guys watching too, you guys have had instances where you've been working in a workplace for how many years? 5 years, 10 years,
You got that
or
one
even I don't
motherfucker.
even know. Our viewership is a little younger, so you guys are in college or you
You're on
guys
a
are in
sports
30s.
team.
30
You have a
years old.
teammate,
You have a
anything.
teammate,
Yeah.
and then there's that one guy that comes on and just fucks everything.
You're
up.
always butting heads
So
with that
yeah,
fucker.
there's always going to be that one person, but you just got to keep doing your thing, stay in your lane, and keep working hard. That's it.
That's
all
the
you can
only
control.
way. That's the only way. Have
That's all you
fun.
can control.
And hold on to your morals.
And
Don't
realize that
bend
shit is
for
on
nobody.
purpose. Some people keep fucking up on purpose because they want information. So you think it's Johnny did all, and he's apologizing. And no, some people are trying to figure out because they feel like they have this feeling like something else is going on that they don't know about. So the only way that they can get to that information is if they keep getting in the middle of what you're doing and fucking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Where did you come to a realization about all this?
Doing comedy.
Obviously, yeah, comedy, but like obviously life experience, but like you breaking that down, like that detailed, like
You're looking deeper into
Yeah,
it.
like
So
how
obviously
did-
it's trial and error.
like,
too.
how-
Like you've been through
you've
it.
done it through comedy, but there's probably been like nights, bro, where you're thinking about this.
Well, you know, because look, bro, not necessarily. It's just like how can I explain it? It's just compound. It's like a compound thing. Like you learn something, and then you understand something else better. Then you learn something else. You know how sometimes you may have a bit of information that you've always known, but then something happens and now you understand it.
You can tie it.
You see it happen in real time.
And so that's what comedy did for me, because before I just worked in sales. I was just a regular hardworking dude. I bought a truck. I drove trucks. You know, I just wanted to do the simple shit, have a family, buy a crib, you know what I mean? And then I got into comedy and I started having to deal with these different personality types. Oh, this is what did it. My sister is a psychiatric nurse at Chino Prison. Cool. And she's been there for like 22 years. And she had a situation where an AIDS patient bit her.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And she works.
I don't know what you're saying.
Some easy shit.
So she called me and we were talking about it. And she said, I just started digging into why would, she didn't catch AIDS or anything like that. But, why would somebody do that? You know what I mean? And through that, she found this whole cluster B narcissism thing. And then she started to educate me, because I always call and talk to her about the shit I go through in the business.
Yeah, just get updates from your sister.
Right. And so she put me on it through the female perspective, because a lot of narcissists are females. You know what I mean? And through that, I learned about the hide technique. Are you familiar with the hide technique?
No.
This is gonna fuck you up, bro.
Let me hear
I'm
this
sorry,
shit.
the fill technique.
The fill technique.
This is what women
Dr.
use
Phil?
on us.
Really? I
They
need that
use
help.
it on us.
Tell me.
Phil, P-H-I-L. The P is for protector. The H is for hero. The I is for integrity. The L is for love. And what covert narcissistic females do is they position themselves to date men they can control through the fill technique. So one of the ways that they'll do it is they'll start with a complaint. I don't know how my boss at work, I hate my boss at work. He told me he was going to give me a raise. He hasn't given me a raise. It's been 2 years. My fucking stepdad, he's always arguing with my mom. There's always a problem, right? At first you think, oh, this bitch is just a normal bitch, because all bitches complain. But no, some women are trying to use that as a call to action for you to protect them. That's the P in the fill acronym, right? So they're trying to position you to be their protector, right? Then they'll elevate it a little bit. My boss touched me at work. I didn't tell him he could touch me. He gave me a hug,
now.
and he put his hand on my. Now they're elevating the stakes a little bit. Now it goes from trying to get you to protect them to be their hero. They want you to step in and take care of the issue, right? Then it comes the integrity thing. So once a woman has you on the lease as a protector and a hero, now she plays to your integrity. You told me that if my boss kept doing this, that I wouldn't have to work and I could stay home and you would take care of me. You told me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Then comes the L, the love part.
Oh my God, dude.
You told me, and if you love me, you would do what you said you would. Even if these things are things that fuck your life up or make shit hard for you or aren't even realistic in you accomplishing your goals, this is a technique that's used by very smart, manipulative women to get very attractive, strapping young guys like you to do what they want you to. So what you're supposed to do in situations like that is you're supposed to be upfront in your communication. And you're supposed to say, hey, I understand you're having trouble at work, and I'm willing to do whatever I can do within my means to help you, but you're a grown woman. You went to college, you got a bachelor's degree. If you don't like what's happening at your job, you should probably quit your job and find a new one. God didn't send me to save you. He sent me to be a spouse to you, but I'm not a superhero. I'm just a man. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, the field technique, my sister gave me that game, and that's one of the things that kind of helped me understand this shit a little bit more, Yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
I have one older sister. She's 9 years older than me.
Awesome.
She made me an uncle when I was 7. I was at the hospital in a suit at 7 years old, proud to be an uncle.
Let's go.
Damn.
And by the way, you women are done now. We know the formula. Nah, not happening.
Yeah,
we know how it
technique.
goes down now.
Look it up though, because a lot of you people don't know it, but it's crazy.
Yeah,
I think like viewership. I don't know if it's gonna change when this pod comes out, but it's like 96% male, bro.
Yeah. So you're
All
they
the
gonna have a lot
boys,
of
all
game
the
boys
boys
on
game.
all
Putting
the
the boys
boys
on
watching
game.
this.
I
Kraig
needed that
Smith.
too.
Are you a
man.
Funkle?
Man, I'm a funnel. My niece passed, rest in peace. She passed when she was 30. But when she was alive, yeah, that was my motherfucker, man, for real.
That's awesome.
Yeah, top-notch individual. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
But
I want to be an uncle. I got
Bro.
an older
Do you?
sister too.
How
Yeah.
old is your sister?
She's 27.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's gonna happen?
Hopefully she gets married first. Yeah. Bless up.
Damn. I'm going to that wedding, right?
Yeah, you're watching. You're not gonna be in it, bro.
What the
Fuck
fuck?
out of here.
Oh, damn.
Hell yeah.
Oh
But
my
Man, I
Is
hope I wasn't too heavy for the
No,
show.
no, that was
No,
awesome,
that was
dude.
awesome.
You're putting
Man,
the
I'm just
boys on
trying to
game.
spit game. You know, I be
I
trying
love
to.
No,
that.
no,
Is
that
there,
was
is, there,
valuable.
is there anything like we got to look forward to?
Yeah,
or
what's coming up
anything,
for Kraig
like,
Smith?
Yeah.
We got to look out for this whole year, dude. Like, what are we doing?
So for me, I'm shooting a special at the end of the year. Get it from God. I'll drop 2 more LPs. I'm looking to shoot a second season of my sitcom. I got a sitcom called Big Head Kraig. It's basically about a guy who goes to jail for not snitching. He's not a criminal, but he witnessed a crime and he didn't tell, so he did 7 years in jail. So the sitcom is about him trying to replace all the portions of his life that were destroyed from him going to prison. That's what season one was. So in Big Head Kraig, whenever I get angry or my ego gets the best of me, the editor actually makes my head bigger, so I look like an NBA Jams character. You know what I mean? But it doesn't look cartoonish. It's like how we look now, but with
Yeah.
a big ass head. You know,
CGI?
So, hell yeah, yeah. I'll show it to you too. But yeah, so and I want to shoot a second season of Big Head Kraig.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
awesome.
But thank you so much for coming on, bro.
It's all good,
You're-
bro.
This is
Yeah.
the start of many more, bro.
Let's
we'll have
keep
you on.
going,
Yeah,
man.
you're always
we'll have you
welcome.
on.
Run it
Yeah.
back.
Light
couch.
liquor, so I don't talk about dark.
We learned some proper shit today. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
but
Boys,
awesome.
take
for the
notes.
first, dude.
Take notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but thank you so much, bro.
Love and respect.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a good Monday.
Subscribe.
Kyler, Zach, thank you.
Hey, subscribe.
Please
You guys
like this
watch.
video. Please subscribe. Follow our boy. He's going to be in the description below. But thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Sub. Cheers.
Say what it be, I know the king, follow his lead, repeat after me. I know they lurking, this serpent is circling, but I never worry, cause he got the keys, he let it bleed. Never put me on the freeze, just look how he spit it to me. It'll be out of right after I seek. You can't make the promise unless you the king. Jay with a baby, I am what he made me. No, you cannot say me, so it's for the birds. Buy for a price, you ain't know what it's worth. He not letting go like it's grandmama purse.